This is a bit more of an advanced example, but it shows how important Pythagoras is in order to work out the final answer. So we have a ball rolling across a table at 1.5 meters per second. It rolls off and it falls 0.75 of a meter. And we want to calculate the speed that it hits the floor. Now, for a question like this, the first thing we're going to do is start with a quick diagram. So here we have a super quick diagram. Here's the table, here's the floor, and we've got a ball which moves off the edge, and it's going to follow this parabolic path as it travels through the air. So we can add some information, including that this is going at 1.5 meters per second, and the height of this is 0.75 of a meter. So a super quick sketch diagram. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to look at the vertical component of velocity and the horizontal component of velocity. So this is quite advanced maths, but it's something you're going to be doing a lot if you're doing A-level maths, and you're going to be doing it all the time in Year 12 physics. So first of all, just thinking about the vertical component of its velocity. In the vertical direction, we know that the height that it falls from is 0.75 of a meter. Its initial vertical velocity is equal to 0 meters per second. We don't know its final vertical component of velocity, but we know, or we're going to assume, that it accelerates at 9.81 meters per second squared. So we're going to use a Suvat equation to work this out. And the one that we're going to use with no t in it is v squared is equal to u squared plus 2as. But you know that equation from GCSE. So we're going to put the numbers in and calculate that v is equal to 3.836 meters per second. So that's going to be the vertical component of velocity. However, the ball was also initially travelling at 1.5 meters per second. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw a triangle. And so the horizontal part of the triangle is going to represent the horizontal component of velocity, which stays at 1.5 meters per second. And then vertically, we're going to go down about that much. Okay, so basically that's our horizontal and vertical components of velocity, and we want to find the size of the resultant of these two, which is going to be equal to its speed. So let me just label that on here. We've got 1.5 meters per second, we've got a right angle triangle, and vertically this is going to represent 3.836 meters per second, and we want to find this side over here, which is c. So using Pythagoras, c is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. Now I've kept this number in my calculator, so I'm just going to square that. I'm going to add it to 1.5 squared, and I'm going to square root all of that to find that the answer is equal to 4.1188. So to two significant figures, like our raw data that we have up here, that would be equal to 4.1 meters per second. So that's the length of this side is 4.1, which means the speed of the ball as it hits the floor is due to its both horizontal and vertical components of velocity and equal to 4.1 meters per second. Now, of course, that is a relatively advanced question. It's looking at parabolic motion, about the independence of vertical and horizontal components of velocity, but I think it really shows why it's so important to understand Pythagoras. And even though the question doesn't say, here's a right angled triangle, find the missing side, you actually construct that triangle in the process of actually answering that question. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of a mini course which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.